Welcome to the Junior Golf Hub. Notah Begay the third Junior Golf National Championship presented by R1. We are at Casati Pines Golf Club at Coshada Resort. Ryan Burr with four-time PGA Tour winner Notah Begay the third. Notah, we are live with Iris Lee.
Yeah, short look here left to salvage a par. Nicely done there.
And Iris really having her way in the 10 and 11-year division. Just piling up the birdies, Notah.
Well, what you see here is just a wonderful display of putting. At this particular level with these players, you've got to make it happen with the putter. They're all going to hit good shots. There's been quite a bit of rain in the last few weeks in this region, so greens are receptive, but you've got to convert those birdie looks.
And only question now is how low can Iris go? It is a 9-shot lead, Notah.
Well, that's a very comfortable lead with just a few holes left on her card, so as long as nothing disastrous happens, she's going to win.
12-13, great former champion Grace Carter.
Oh, beautiful look there. You can just see these competitors are so dialed in with their putters.
Now Grace walking down our wall of fame. You see a past picture of Grace. She's certainly grown up since the first time we met her at NB3, but the game is still as sharp.
Yeah, many of these kids grow up right under our noses, Ryan. They come here at these earlier age groups. They keep getting better. They keep qualifying, and they definitely come here and showcase their talent to some of the premier golf programs in America.
Top 5 player in the world is Grace Carter, and showing everyone why. Coming from Jupiter, Florida, and in control of the 12 and 13 age group, as it is a 6-shot lead over Lu and Feng. Continuing on with the action here as we move to the 14 to 15, Jolie Pastoric for birdie. And that gives her the lead over Krishni Elwin.
Yeah, this is a nice left to right look there. Those are difficult to pick up on. Puts it high enough and lays it right in.
It is a tight leaderboard in the 14 to 15s. Let's take a look at some of our highlights, starting with Elwin.
Yeah, coming from just behind the hole there, back down to the hole location. Oh, she knew it early. She put the early walk on that. Go down and pick it up.
Orlando, Florida, over 100 career junior wins already.
Yeah, these players, many of these junior golfers are playing tournaments every single week. That's why their games are sharp and they're playing at the highest level.
Pastoric, she won the New Jersey Regional, 150 junior golf wins, Notah.
That ball kind of got stuck there. Rattle the pin and it will go down to the bottom. This one coming in from long range. Is it going to get there?
Oh, it does. Now Pastoric filling it up with the flat stick. And now showing off her iron game.
Absolutely. One of the things that I stress to amateur golfers is that if you want to learn good tempo, nice straight execution with the mid-irons, go watch female golfers. They have excellent tempo. They square the face up on a consistent basis and hit some of the straightest shots you will ever see.
Alexa Pano, her favorite golfer. This is Madison Perez for birdie.
You can see the greens still have a little bit of pace in them, so you can't really fall asleep when trying to make some of these putts.
Alexa Taki from Honolulu, Hawaii. She won the Michigan Regional, Notah.
That's so great to have these players coming all the way from the Hawaiian Islands. They spend quite a bit of money to get here, and we try and make it worth their while.
Yeah, absolutely. They wouldn't travel for anything, but the NB3 around the junior golf world, simply known as the finest run event in the world, and the players treated like professionals. Kira Young, what a performance.
Yes, again, coming in with a short iron. You can see that water splash up as she made her divot through impact. So just an indication of the moisture still in the playing surfaces here.
She won the Kentucky Regional to earn her trip to Coshada.
Another iron dialed in spot on. What's remarkable as you see a number of these balls close into the hole is the wonderful distance control that these players have. And when they don't have it, and they have to make a long putt, well, they can do that too.
Julia Herzberg from way downtown from Gilbert, Arizona, burying the long one. And as we said, this is the age group where so much still to be decided in the way this golf course opens up, Notah. We know scoring opportunities, 16, 17, 18, got to take advantage. Our co-leader, Kaylee Chung.
Yeah, coming in with the 16 to 18 division here. Wow, what an aggressive run. That was nice to catch a hole. That would have run a good 6 to 8 feet by, but it went 6 inches down into the bottom.
Another great player from Hawaii, Notah, 16 to 18, Kate Nakaoka.
And just a wonderful tradition of great junior golf in the Hawaiian Islands. We love to see the Hawaiians come over and play. They can really golf their ball. Great conditions they have 12 months a year, and just showing us their talent.
Nakaoka, some great tempo with the irons, also with the flat stick.
Yeah, nice iron shot here, just coming up hole high, coming across the green. A little right to left in it and dials that right in.
Now, Kaylee Chung got on a heater here for us, Notah. She's 1 over par for birdie at the first.
Yeah, opening it up right there with a long look just to get the round kicked off. And now at the 9th, coming in with the 3rd shot. Not reachable, even though it's only sitting at 512. Water protecting this green, and that wedge shot there will make you feel great.
Yeah, so from 1 over to 3 under is Chung, looking for more at 12.
Yeah, she's certainly not done. This par 3 that works back over the water. You see a lot of water in play here, and that flies right over the flag behind the hole.
Yeah, so 4 under. Let's give it 5 under. Kaylee Chung just running the table here at Casati Pines.
Well, when you can get the putter rolling on this particular golf course, the green surfaces are so good that you can make a lot of putts.
Alicia Bellendier showing us just that.
Yeah, beautiful decision there, going with putter just off the apron, runs it in.
And then from your home state, Riley Salome.
Yeah, Salome, great. Think she's headed to New Mexico State to play her collegiate golf. They picked up a good one there from Belen, New Mexico, the hometown of my wife.
So another very tight leaderboard with Chung, Nakaoka at the top, tied at 5 under. All these ladies born to win.
From the first day I stepped in, I knew I would heed the call. I was destined for glory, rise above and never fall. This is the moment I've waited for all of my life. This is my legacy, this is my moment to rise. I was born to win. To win. I was born to win.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the Junior Golf Hub. Notah Begay III Girls Junior Golf National Championship presented by R1 Companies in partnership with the Peggy Kirk Bell Golf Tour. For the 5th straight year, the top junior golfers have earned their opportunity to play for a national championship staged at Casati Pines Golf Club here in Kinder, Louisiana, part of the Coshada Casino Resort, 1 hour north of Lake Charles in southwest Louisiana. Welcome inside Casati Pines. Ryan Burr with 4-time PGA Tour winner Notah Begay III. Notah, incredible. This is our 5th year. You look at the alumni doing amazing things in professional and amateur golf, and the field of ladies this week only going to add to that.
Well, it speaks to the format that we've created. It's a very accessible format. Player can sign up at a local event and work their way all the way here, playing through local, regional, and then getting here to the national championship at Coushatta and the beautiful Casati Pines, which is putting up a fight this week. High winds yesterday. Players are really going to have to be on top of their game to shoot the low scores.
Yeah, 4 different age groups, all very, very close moving into this final round. 2-hour rain delay. A lot of water came down on Casati Pines. How does that affect the ability of the ladies to make birdies down the stretch?
Well, when you have the top-ranked players in virtually every age group in the field, you are going to have to go out there and play some really good golf. The greens are receptive, so players are going to have to attack and take advantage of these very smooth and perfect putting surfaces.
Already a few 66s this week, so we know there's a low one out there. Back live to the action, Notah. Kaylee Chung, our co-leader at 15.
Well, your co-leader in just a few holes ago was really wondering whether or not she could close that gap, but after a run of birdies, she has found herself right in the thick of things, and very smart shot there, playing to the opening of that green, taking all the trouble out of play.
Now Nakaoka again, 5 under. This, though, to get it to 6.
A great place to putt from. Swinging back to her left. Just did not get that on line. She's going to be disappointed with that.
So she'll tap for her par, keep it at 5 under. Remember, Chung well out in front of Nakaoka as Kaylee has really caught fire here on this final round. Now to 14 and 15. Pastoric, our leader for birdie.
Ball just crept up on the edge of the green, so big difference here. Ball will come out of there nice and smooth. And a little short on that effort.
A lot of speed in these greens here at Casati. Now, Krishni Elwin plays her golf in Orlando.
We talked about the number of events that many of these players have won already to this point, trying to get on the radar of college coaches across the country. They all have a list of places they may want to play, but you may want it, but you out here, you got to go out and earn it, and that's by producing good scores and great shots.
Elwin's 1 back, Perez is 2 back. This is Madison at 13.
Well, looks like she had good contact on that. She's watching it. Oh, it was on line, just literally about a club short, so maybe a little recalculation on that club selection.
Alexa Taki also just 2 off the lead.
Another player from the great state of Hawaii, and not really able to get that one started. That is going to be a head scratcher for her.
Yeah, these 14 to 15 age group, it is really tight. The Junior Golf Hub NB3 Girls Junior Golf National Championship is presented by R1 Companies, Real Estate Reimagined, in partnership with the Peggy Kirk Bell Golf Tour, Wilson Golf, Play Original, Junior Golf Hub for all things junior golf, and the Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
Casati Pines is one of the top 5 courses I've ever played.
It's a very challenging layout. The bunkers, I mean, they're just everywhere.
I love the bunkers here, even though I hate going in them. And the sand is really soft and fluffy.
You get rewarded with good shots and you get punished with bad, so you gotta have your A game.
The water is really pretty on the course, but there's a lot of it, so you have to be careful for it.
I think this course really gives you a lot of opportunities to score, though.
It's very challenging, and there's a lot of obstacles, and you need to hit it straight, and it's just so much fun. The best course ever. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Now, Casati Pines, Notah, the true home of junior golf around the world, and no matter where you go, the players all said, we'll see you at Coushatta. Kaylee Chung having herself a day from 1 over to now take the lead.
Yeah, see if the putter can get it going here, and that was tracking. And that's how quickly it can turn in these tournaments. We've seen it through and through in many of the different divisions. Players get on a great run and they can cut into that leaderboard.
Julia Herzberg is her 3rd. Tricky shot.
it was. She had to bump it into that apron to try and take a little bit of momentum out of it, and just didn't quite get it to stop as quickly as she thought. So still going to have a little bit of work left there.
Now, also in this group is Elwin from Orlando.
Yeah, big difference between coming just off the apron there and having to get out a lofted club. So big advantage, and you can see we'll have a much easier putt to save her par.
10 and 11 division, Kayla Jackson for birdie.
And this is the age division where you see a lot of great accuracy, not a lot of power in this age group. These players have to really plot their way around the golf course because they can't overpower it like some of the girls in the older divisions.
Kayla from Charlotte, North Carolina, qualified at the Texas Regional, and in with a 69 in this final round. Let's take a look at some of the 10 and 11 highlights and show you how Kaylee got to 18.
Yeah, we see Jackson here. This putt's going to swing a little right to left, and like we talked about, the surfaces are so smooth, and you can see that excitement. I love the type of excitement that some of these players exhibit throughout the week.
Elise Nograbat for birdie.
Just beautiful stroke there. Nice balance, great tempo, perfect roll.
This is Faith Hahn.
Now, players that are putting uphill, you see that did carry some pace with it. You got to carry a little bit of pace as they're working up into the grain from below the hole.
One of our younger competitors, a real character, Maya Young.
You always get, on both sides, the boys and the girls, some competitors that come in here, they're 8, 9 years old, and they don't back down. They come in here and they're really competitive and they really want to compete.
Notah Rajan, Priya with a beautiful birdie as well.
The age 10 to 11 division features 31 golfers,
representing 11 different states
and 2 countries.
I'm from Canada. I want to join the past champions and take home the trophy.
We are the 10 and 11-year-old division.
Sign up today at jgnc.org to avoid local qualifying.
Limited spots are available.
Sign up today, jgnc.org. What an advantage to avoid local qualifying. Got to do it before January 1st. Elwin makes her par, and what a treat it is for all these players to get to come and play Coushatta.
What I want players here when they walk out of this event is I want them having just a slightly better understanding of what a Native American community looks like from a cultural perspective, from a business perspective, and from an event side. And I think that Coushatta has really allowed us to tell that story on their behalf.
This land that we're on now is very reminiscent of our original homelands in Tennessee. And so for us to migrate through Louisiana, through Texas, and end up right here near the Bayou Blue area, we're just so lucky to be here, and we're so blessed to share this land with everyone coming from around the world.
If you look at our trophies, those are handmade pine needle baskets. Those baskets are taken back to these homes, and they have a nice spot on the mantle, and they tell a story of not only the experiences of the individual player that won that event, but of the community that it came from.
Welcome back, and a big thanks to PuttView for being the official yardage book of the NB3 Championship. Certainly, these players rely on these yardage books for so much information. No one more than our own Grace Carter, a champion here 2 years ago. Last year, a third-place finish, and in control now with a 6-shot lead, Notah.
Yeah, these players learning how to use all of that relevant information provided by groups like PuttView on heat maps on these greens, breaks, slopes. It all factors into good shots, and Grace doing it better than everybody else right now.
And it has been so much fun to watch Grace Carter grow up both on and off the course.
The first year was special, obviously, because I was able to finish it off with a win. I just remember coming down the last hole and being able to just grind it out. I was just so excited, and I just remember feeling like I did it. It's definitely gave me a lot of confidence. I've been playing pretty decent, and I've been pretty consistent, so I'm hoping to get the trophy again.
Well, certainly on her way. 14-15, this is Kira Young at 17, Notah.
Yeah, a little bit longer second there than she would have liked. Maybe not getting all of that or laying up just off the tee, but gets it safely on the green.
16-18, this leaderboard is tight. A big reason why the move made here by Kaylee Chung.
Yeah, and this 16th hole is going to be pivotal today. Par 3s usually are the difference makers, represent some of the largest scoring averages on tour in relation to par.
14-15, another very tight leaderboard. Historic.
Yeah, see that much longer drive off the tee, just a modified finish there, trying to keep the flight down. Does that, but does not get it on line.
And back to 16-18, not done yet. Salome, just 3 back, a lot of golf left.
Yeah, hailing from my home state of New Mexico. So many people are proud of what she's done in golf and just getting started. She has worked her way in this championship. Not much success when she first got here, but finding herself right in the thick of things now.
Well, Nakaoka, co-leader at 13.
Yeah, highlights her favorite player as Danielle Kang. Maybe she has a little bit of moxie in her game, similar to what Danielle has demonstrated throughout her career.
Quickly, also in the hunt at 3 under, Alicia Bellandier. Just 2 back, Notah.
Yeah, you can see this whole location set in the back half of this green, so got to be mindful to get it all the way back there.
So 2 of the age groups, we have really big leads.
Oh, that's how you do it, Ryan. Dialed that right in. You can see that nice square divot, good high finish, good balance, great outcome.
Iris Lee and certainly Grace Carter in control, but the other 2, I mean, it is 4 or 5 ladies that could walk away with the NB3 trophy.
Yeah, we saw Nakaoka from Hawaii, now Takai. And that is a nice flighted pitch shot right there. Gets a little bit of extra run out, but did everything right.
And here is Grace for yet another birdie, looking to get it to 14 under par.
Wouldn't call this a birdie look per se, but if she just cozies it right in there, it's kind of a foregone conclusion if she can just make pars from here on out.
Let's get back to 16-18. This is Nakaoka for a share of the lead, actually for the outright at 6.
Yeah, this is going to come back to her left just a little bit, and didn't pick up on that and left it out there quite a ways.
And that means Kaylee Chung now has a chance to take the solo lead.
And this is what we like to see, the back and forth, Ryan. I think this is just going to be a battle from this point to the finish.
So a couple pars there and an opportunity for Salome to pick one up on the leaders. They walk with pars. And Salome to get to 3 under.
Has really improved her ball striking over the last couple years, focusing on setup issues, her mechanics, and just really been starting to play a lot of tournaments, trying to get into more regional events, and of course, making it here quite a few times and getting better.
Yeah, no doubt. No one has been as dominant this week as Iris Lee from Orlando, just a dominating 3 days.
Yeah, in the last couple years of this competition, at least one of the age groups, we typically see a little bit of a runaway. One player finds himself getting into a hot streak and creates quite a bit of separation from the rest of the field.
Big spot here for Bellandier to pull within 1.
That is a huge mistake at this stage of the event. Can't afford to let those slip through your fingers.
Four divisions with 3 qualifiers each competing under the lights at Casati Pines Golf Club. The Foresight Sports Long Drive Contest featured booming drives with the Wilson Triad golf ball from these remarkable young athletes. The game-changing line of launch monitors from Foresight Sports are the most awarded and trusted in the industry. From launch angle to spin rate, ball speed to carry distance, Foresight has you covered.
anybody would ever tell you that's run an event of any magnitude in any sport is you don't do it without great partners. And the partners have to synergize with the overall philosophy of the event. And I think that our entire team, the NB3 staff, Wilson Golf, Foresight, have done a wonderful job of really making that a reality here. Our players come here and they have a great time. We really showcase their talents and make it about them.
Congratulations to the Foresight Sports Long Drive champions who earned their championship belts.
The age 14 through 15 division features 40 golfers,
representing 21 different states
and 3 countries.
I'm from Mexico.
I'm from China.
I'm from Venezuela.
I want to join the past champions
and take home the trophy.
My goal for the year is to always make it back to Kashada.
We are
the 14 and 15-year-old division.
Sign up today at jgnc.org.
To avoid local qualifying.
Limited spots are available.
And once again, what an opportunity signing up before January 1st. Avoid local qualifying. Nicole Sardina.
Getting into the back section of the screen and just sneaks in the edge there.
How about this shot from Riley Grimm? I'll call this a highlight.
Well, yeah, these players are so capable around the greens, and we've seen a number of players chip in from just off these putting surfaces.
Notah, let's go back out live to the golf course. Alexa Taki at 17 for birdie.
After a nice little mid-range pitch shot coming up just behind the hole. Again, we talked about having to capitalize on these opportunities. Players are going to have to go out and win this championship. They're just not going to be able to breeze into the winner's circle.
Yeah, it's very, very tight in this division. Madison Perez, can she get it to 4 and pull within a shot of the lead?
You can see her move there, gets a little bit up and under it, but she has fashioned that into a nice competitive golf swing.
So for now, Pastoric is hanging on to that solo lead. Certainly Perez, Taki, and Elwin all in pursuit. This would be huge.
Wow, things slowing down just a little bit for some of these young ladies in pursuit of this championship. But when you're at top of the leaderboard, that's okay. The ones that have to really make something happen are sitting on that through 2 or 3 under number.
Now Krishni 1 back at 14. This is her second.
And Krishni can afford to be just a little bit more conservative if she wants, but she took dead aim there, and that could just be the difference in getting her into a tie for the lead.
Now it's Herzberg.
Nice setup there. Little swing rehearsal. Just want to feel the club getting into the proper position. Set it. Transition lower body. Rotate through it. And then go up there and mark your 5-footer, Ryan.
Yeah, 4 back, but with shots like that, has an opportunity to continue that run. Kira Rian needs to go on a run. Really needs a birdie finish, Notah.
Yeah, she needs to keep the pace up here. This is a slow putt. And that is not the type of outcome that you want to have, Ryan. When you have to make something happen, you absolutely need to get the ball to the hole. Opting for putter here. Smart play. These aprons are still a little bit chewed up with the moisture and everything that's gone on here with the rain. So that's a nice choice of shot there
for Bella Samoes. And certainly when you see how she has gotten to this spot on the leaderboard, qualified at the Florida Regional from Miami, Nella Corda, Lexi Thompson, favorite player, and you can see why. She's got a little bit of that in her game, Notah.
Yeah, you look at her putting setup. Has a very strong left hand that comes over the top of her putting, and a little bit of a strong left hand in her iron shots as well. So a lot of times coaches, believe that they can get those hands in a certain position, allows them to rotate a little bit harder through the impact zone. Face angle stays nice and square, and hey, when it stays nice and square, you hit straight shots.
10 junior golf championships to her credit. Will number 11 come this week? This is Iris Lee.
And Lee just putting on a clinic this week, and Dad gives a little bit of an applause for a kind of a not so great approach putt, but hey, when you're winning by 9, they're all good.
They're all good.
We just try and provide so many more services than what you would expect at a normal junior golf tournament. I think you're seeing that in the players' reactions, the parents' reactions.
My parents had the same questions. What do I need to do for college golf? How do I prepare? What tournaments to play in? And that was the impetus for the Junior Golf Hub. Let's help educate the landscape out there. Every event that you play in goes automatically into your profile, and college coaches get notifications that you've followed their school, and they'll get a notification saying that you've played in this event and take a look. There's 2,400 schools out there. They're looking for players, and the Hub has been able to provide that tool for them.
Playing golf in college is not just a chance to sort of improve your game, it's an educational opportunity. Nearly every single player that has come through the national finals here has gone on to play college in some capacity, and we're very proud of that.
I love the journey to Coshada, and to hear families and players all over the world talking about how it's their dream to be able to make it to Kinder, Louisiana, and the Coshada Resort. Elwyn now, once again, that is about her second or third time she's had a makeable birdie to tie the lead and just slides by.
Well, there's a difference between making a putt early stages of a tournament and then making a putt to have to tie the lead. It's a mindset that competitive golfers have to get comfortable with, and you just got to learn to perform under those sorts of conditions.
This is Herzberg. Needs this to get to 2 and drips it in.
Well played there, taking advantage of that beautiful approach.
So not done yet with the par 5 ahead. Perez now for birdie.
Yeah, this happened just earlier, coming up from that upper tier. Trying to get it to drift on down to the hole, and does not quite measure out the run. So tough look left for her par now.
Yep, back live. Little tester and a little jabby. So unfortunate 3-putt bogey for Madison, and will drop her another shot back of Pastorik. Live with Grace Carter. What a performance Grace has put on this week.
Yeah, you see her creating major separation in this 12-13 age division, and you can just see why. Very, very confident in her approach, her pre-shot routine. Not a lot of doubt in what she's doing, and definite commitment.
Now Iris.
Yeah, to this age group, that Iris has created her own big lead. You can see why they run. She keeps peppering the flagstick with great shots.
Incredible to watch Iris Lee take on this golf course. Kaylee Chung once again started the day at 1 over par. She's 6 under. It's all happened today, Notah.
Yeah, on a run. But in this particular situation, she just has to be mindful that you got to keep going. She's played her way right into position to win this golf tournament, but you got to finish it off in these closing holes.
Over in the 12-13, no relation, Kylie Chung for birdie.
A nice steady rocking of the shoulders there. Nice light tension in the grip. And you can see why she's put a good roll on these putts.
Yeah, pretty nice result. She'll go to 2 under par. Still well back of Grace, who has just another look for birdier this a moment ago, Notah.
Yeah, coming down, just trying to cozy it on down there. If it goes in, great, but try and get a tap in if you can. You don't want to leave too much work at this point, and she's going to walk on up and tap this in.
Is to stay at 13 and maintain a 7-shot lead, and she does. Very impressive the way she carries herself out on the golf course.
And that previous experience of winning really does pay dividends for these players because they get in these situations and they have a certain level of comfort.
Simoes got it.
How about that? 5th birdie in the last 8 holes. We saw Chung do it early in her round and propelled her to the top of the leaderboard. Now Simoes making her own run. We got a battle possibly for that 3rd spot. It looks like 1st and 2nd are pretty much foregone.
Iris Lee for another birdie. I talked to her after yesterday's round. She was very displeased. She said she missed 8 putts inside 4 feet, and she shot 64.
Well, we might have had a 59 watch on our calendar if she would have made a handful of those putts coming home, but you can just see why it happens. Players from time to time will just piece it all together in the same week.
And Bellendier keeps it on the right tier.
Yeah, hole cut on that bottom tier of that particular green, so keeping it on the appropriate tier really helps with the read and the speed.
Tied for the lead. Kaylee Chung once again, chance to take the solo all the way down to her knees. She thought she had it, Notah.
Yeah, those putts were going in for her early and midway through the round, and like we've seen, as the pressure starts to amplify, sometimes it becomes a little bit harder to get the ball to go down. And she is through 17 now, Ryan. If you look at who she's tied with and who's chasing, you know, they've got quite a few more holes left, so Chung really has to feel like she needs to go to 18 and make a 4.
And this is Eliza Yelverton from the fairway.
Great acceleration. You can see that through the impact zone. And another well-placed iron shot.
Yeah, that was from a moment ago, so this now for the birdie. And cashes it in. So a big-time birdie there for Yelverton. As we take a look at some of the highlights from 16 to 18. Peyton Hagen.
Yeah, hit a nice iron shot right in behind the hole. Trying to get this to go down for a deuce, and the 2s always look good on the scorecard.
Angela Knipp, she is a regular here at Coshada every year.
See wide base in that stance. Putting is very, very individual. Wide stance, narrow stance, different types of grips.
Alexis Vacasiola. Wow, what a shot.
Vacasiola putting it in tight.
The age 16 to 18 division features 38 golfers,
representing 21 different states.
And 5 countries. I'm from Colombia.
Mexico.
I'm from Thailand.
I'm from Singapore. My goal for the year is always to make it back to Coshada.
I want to join the past champions and take home the trophy.
We are the 16 to 18-year-old division.
Sign up today at jgnc.org
to avoid local qualifying.
Limited spots are available.
Wilson's partnership with this championship began from its inception, a big part of making the junior golfers feel like a touring pro.
The closest to the pin, that 19th hole is just, it's iconic now. It's so much fun to come in, build a branding around it, and then just see the girls and the boys come through. They get 2 shots at the pin.
Before competition for the NB3 trophy at Coshada began, each player had the opportunity to hit it close at the Wilson closest to the pin contest, staged at Casati Pines' 19th hole. Playing the new Wilson Triad golf ball, we saw some great shots at this 90-yard gem.
It's absolutely incredible to work with the staff here, really grow the relationships with the kids, have them try our products and see what's in the field now. There's red everywhere at this event and we love it. We want to continue to make this event better and better.
Each winner received 3 Wilson staff model wedges. Congratulations to all 4 champions. And you know, all these players, there's college coaches all over. Certainly everyone wants to win, but we forget this really is about fun first and foremost, and Wilson makes this fun. While we were away, almost the shot of the day from Riley.
That's one part of the game she's really put a lot of time into, just making sure she can clean out some of these errant shots. And it's a critical part of the game, and one of the parts of the game that coaches really pay attention to. Not everybody's going to hit it great every day, and do you have the short game that picks you up on those bad ball striking days?
Now our Forsyth 17th hole with our leader, Iris Lee.
Well, it's great to have Forsyth out here, and that quad max there. Let's look at these numbers. 13.7 launch, 26.47 on the spin rate, and that is pretty much ideal. So whoever fit her with that driver, congratulations. She is maxing out in accordance with her club head speed.
Meanwhile, Bellendier for birdie at 14 to pull within one.
That had to have looked good for an awfully long time. Great speed, just about 1.5 feet a run out, which is almost ideal in terms of maximizing the size of the hole as the ball approaches.
Now, tied for the lead with Kaylee Chung is Kate Nakaoka. And this Notah is for par, so this is to stay in a tie for the lead.
Wow, not much time there, Ryan. She just got right in there and knocked that down.
14 to 15 now. Krishnik.
Another player with that swing rehearsal. The feeling is just trying to keep the club outside the hands, rotate it through, not liking it. And that's the motion. When you lean, you've pulled it. When you come out of it and you just kind of start talking bad about it, it's usually you left it out to the right.
Alejandro Potoya now.
Nice divot. Looks like she caught this one clean, and she did.
Held her finish. Beautiful shot from Alejandra. And in the 12 and 13 division, another opportunity to see the not good but the great Grace Carter from 100 yards. I like her chances, Notah.
Yeah, I really do too, and you can just see there, created great timing in her motion, which is able to produce a lot of quality shots.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from 12 and 13. Victoria Mirenfeng. She's been very impressive all week. Been great to get to know her and watch her play.
Yeah, a lot of great social events that we create through Wilson Golf, Gashada Resort, and these young players really take time to get to know each other and create great friendships.
Carolyn Liu for birdie. Harlow Gregory at 18 for eagle. This is what 18 at Casati Pines gives you.
Yeah, it gives everyone that can get there in two a bona fide chance to make an eagle. And almost every player in the field, or at least 75% of them, can reach this green in two if they're able to hit the fairway.
Really quality week for Hayden Knapp. How about this birdie at 15?
Coming up just underneath the hole. Players really doing a nice job of picking up the reads on these greens. Not huge breaks, but very fast and subtle.
Kira Shevitcha-Nierek from Orlando with the birdie.
The age 12 to 13 division features 35 golfers,
representing 17 different states.
I'm from Hawaii.
and 2 countries.
I'm from Brazil.
I want to join the past champions
and take home the trophy.
We are
the 12 and 13-year-old division.
Sign up today at jgnc.org
to avoid local qualifying.
Limited spots are available.
Players absolutely loving their A game out on the golf course. The ultimate in hydration. Replenish your body and quench your thirst naturally. Go to Instagram. They got a great social game going at Drink A Game. We got a great match going here, 14-15, Notah.
That is a nice lag effort from just off the green. Those aren't as easy as they look. Players really have to be mindful not to leave them too much on those second putts.
At 10 and 11, Iris Lee at 17. We saw her foresight numbers. You absolutely think she's maxing out, and then she has the ability to go at it.
Yeah, she's just got a well-fit driver, and that really is what these launch monitors like Foresight help players identify. It's instantaneous feedback, which can be very helpful in developing your game.
14 to 15, so many players in the hunt. Taki needs this, and never had a chance.
That was a misread. I don't think she saw that ball coming to the left, so another missed opportunity for Taki.
This is Herzberg for birdie at 15, Notah.
A little bit of a long effort here. This is going to be slow.
She won the West Coast Invitational, comes from Gilbert, Arizona. 4 junior golf championships to her credit.
I was just in Gilbert a few weeks ago, Ryan, for a soccer tournament. Nice part of the country.
Pastoric. Oh, that is a big one. Jolie, 65 and posts. Says, come catch me with the 65, Notah.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. That 18th hole, like we talked about, is very gettable. And if you're not able to take advantage, you are really leaving something on the table.
So 2-shot lead. Elwin way back, though, just playing the 15th hole. So a lot to be decided. Taki with a 69. Really good work week for her.
Yeah, that's huge. You know, coaches look at trends. They look at players that post their best scores on the last round with the most pressure, and that is a good trait to have. Another player there, Kira Yoon, with that 69 in her final round. So when you're playing your best golf when it matters most, that sends a strong message that you can handle the heat.
So suddenly Elwin is 2 shots back of Pastoric at 15.
She had to have picked up on that right to left break.
Oh, she knew it early. This girl's got some moxie. Her swing coach, Tony Ziegler, says just a bulldog mentality, no quit in her game. That birdie pulls her within 1 of Pastoric.
She's got to feel a little bit of relief after the couple misses that she had in the previous holes. But stayed with it, kept believing, and got one to go down, which is huge for her.
Perez can't convert the birdie. Madison starting to run out of time just a bit.
Yeah, it really looks like it's coming down to a 2-player race, Ryan, and actually a 1-player race. There's only one player sort of within 1 shot of the lead, and that's Elwin, that still has a chance to close that gap.
Latoya began the final round with a 1-shot lead. Incredibly impressive the first 2 days. Today, not her day, a little bit out of sync, but doesn't take away what she accomplished.
Not at all. I mean, just getting to this championship says a lot. Working yourself into the lead headed into the final day says a great deal, but it does take a little bit of practice from time to time for certain players to get used to handling the nerve and the anticipation of carrying that lead into the final round.
Anna Wu now at 16, back in the 12 and 13 division for birdie.
You don't see this very often, the double glove action.
And putting.
And putting. So probably just keeps them on throughout the round. And some players it doesn't bother. I don't particularly care to putt with the glove on, but many players throughout history, Jack Nicklaus being one of them, did very well putting with the glove on.
He did okay.
Yeah, he was okay.
Speaking of okay, better than okay, Grace Carter again for birdie. And another make.
That is just a week. She is having a week with everything through the bag. And now it's just a matter of getting to the finish line.
Moment of truth, 16 to 18. Out in front of the pack, playing 18 is Kaylee Chung. Eagle birdie here to give herself a shot.
And that's not the start that she was looking at in terms of being able to put her in position for an easy birdie and possibly an eagle look. So she absolutely has to make 4 there.
And 12 and 13, Kylie Chung for birdie.
Her nice little wedge shot in there. Gets that to go down.
And well done.
So certainly not having her best day, Kylie, but not giving up. There's no give up in any of these players.
Iris has had herself a day, had herself a week. And she's eyeing one of those top 5 positions in the world coming out of Kashada. She's going to win here, Notah. It's a 9-shot lead with a couple to play.
Yeah, and it's typical. I mean, a lot of players that do get here, is later in the year. They have established themselves as highly ranked junior golfers in their age groups, and this is just sort of like an exclamation point on many of their seasons. They've had a good summer, they've worked their way up, and now they just come here and just really establish themselves as bona fide high-level talent.
And in that same age group at 17, Simoes for birdie.
You can see that left hand on the low side in a bit of a stronger position. Just allows her to work that left shoulder and left elbow in unison and just kind of keep it a nice shoulder-driven stroke.
And she has a 6-shot lead, Notah, over third place. It's just she's trying to track down Irish Lee, but really good stuff. And, of course, we want to thank the great tasting premium alkaline water, Jovi Water, clinically shown to promote skin and cellular health to help you look and feel your best. Visit drinkjovi.com and learn more.
Only the best golfers in the world get to come to this tournament.
I had my eye on this tournament for a while.
I've actually tried for 4 years. This is my first year making it.
I'm a little nervous because there's really good players. When my dad told me we were going to the qualifier, I started thinking about it, dreaming about it.
My mom came up to me and she's like, "Hey, you qualified." And I said, "What do you mean I qualified?" She's like, "Yeah, you qualified." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Just being here means that I've proved myself that I can play with these girls.
I was really excited to play with all of the best girls in the world.
It would be so exciting to call myself a national champion.
This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And welcome back to the Junior Golf Hub, NB3 Girls Junior Golf National Championship presented by R1 Companies in partnership with the Peggy Kirk Bell Golf Tour. Casati Pines, Ryan Burr with 4-time PGA Tour winner Notah Begay III. Notah, these ladies have not disappointed. This is a monster shot for Kaylee Chung, tied for the lead playing her last hole.
Absolutely has to get up and down here, and she's going to do that, Ryan. That is a wonderful round of golf, coming from off the pace, standing at 1 over par to start her day, posting her best round of the week in an important time.
So with Kaylee Chung doing that, a few holes back, Nakaoka also at 5 under.
And she's got to understand that she's got to keep the gas down, and does just that, just rifling one at the hole.
Come on, NB3. We got birdie putts on 2 holes, trying to break a tie. Bellendier now at 15.
A great angle here. She should be able to get this in tight. Not a great shot, and that's why she's fallen a little bit off the pace, not taking advantage of some of these scoring opportunities.
Now Elwyn at 16 wants to be a broadcaster one day after her LPGA Tour career, Notah.
Wow, she's really getting out ahead of herself, standing here in the 14-15 age group, and she's got an LPGA career in front of her and a broadcasting career. I like her confidence.
She is not going to like that shot, though. That is not at all how they mapped it out here at 16. Now, Grace Carter has reached the Forsyth 17th hole. Be interesting to see her number. She's such a dominant player.
Yeah, I think it is really a testament to just how the modern junior golfer approaches the game, incorporating all of this information and data they have. Playability, analytics, and then that now we have launch monitor conditions provided by Foresight. Wonderful, wonderful instruments that you see day in, day out on the PGA Tour.
Herzberg 4 back of Pastorik, who is in the clubhouse at 6 under in the lead.
Yeah, Pastorik saying, "Come and get me," and these players are responding.
So Herzberg pretty much needs to make some real magic birdies, eagles down the stretch, but this golf course allows that.
Yeah, there is time. And now Salome, hailing out of Belen, New Mexico, really making us proud from the state of New Mexico and putting up a nice fight today.
All right, back to 18, 16 to 18. Kaylee Chung started the day, Notah, at 1 over par. She has this short putt at 18 to take over the outright lead and shoot a remarkable 7 under par. Will it be enough? 65 on the final day, Notah.
I don't think so, simply because the conditions are so scoreable and players have too many holes to play. I mean, if you take into consideration that the 18th is reachable and then they make one birdie in between now and then she would not be able to hold on to that lead.
All right, she's in the lead for now. Meanwhile, Belladere at 15. That just slides by, so Alicia will stay at 3 under for the moment. And we just watched Kaylee Chung take her first outright lead. Nakaoka has this left to tie that lead, Notah.
She does not mess around. I really love this approach. Not an over-evaluation. Sets the ball down, knows what her plan is, sets in there and lets it go.
And she does, so tied for the lead now with 3 holes to play. Championship week featured the Wilson Putting Contest, where each of 4 divisions' top 4 qualifiers gathered to compete under the lights here at Casati Pines Golf Club.
Sponsor Day is probably like our Super Bowl. We look forward to it every single year. We have our new staff model and infinite line out there, and we let the girls kind of look around, see the different head shapes, and a lot of the times it's the first real experience the kids have with some of our new products, and so getting to putt around with them and then watching the girls take them around and actually go practice with them has been awesome. And then the qualifying is fun, but then really the big night is under the lights, and the girls love it.
Our players come here on both the girls and the boys side, and they have a great time where we really showcase their talents and make it about them.
I hear, from last year, I want to make it this year. I'm going to go practice. I want to be in that spotlight. And they get up there, and these girls are incredible. They get up there and make that putt, and I think it's just, again, an atmosphere of fun and cheering each other on. And they really build this network here, and they all support each other. So them cheering, with parents and everything involved, it's just a really fun atmosphere.
Another memorable night at the NB3, where each winner added a new staff model putter to their bag, compliments of Wilson Golf. Congratulations to all 4 champions.
If we're truly interested in reaching out to new communities, new participation, we have to cast a wider net.
We need to get more Native youth out there.
I think I'm one of 2 maybe that golf in my tribe.
Those that come after us need to stand on my shoulders.
It's a really great experience to just know that he takes his time to come talk to us and watch us play out here.
It's just incredible that he's doing this for us and what opportunities it lets us have.
I never thought I would have these kind of opportunities in my life, and I really appreciate that.
In terms of pursuing education, being a good steward within their own communities and giving back is something that I hope they take away from this entire experience.
No, I know you're not looking for any credit, but the role model and influence you've had on so many Native Americans, it's remarkable, and it's wonderful to see them here at Coushatta.
Well, I've been blessed with so much in my own career. So many people bent over backwards to help me achieve my dreams that it's only natural for me to want to do that for other members of my community, and not just them, but the junior golf community at large. That's a big reason why we created this whole event, just to provide more chances for players to showcase their talent.
And that was a moment ago, one of Krishni's worst shots of the week. She actually hits a beautiful chip and now can save her par potentially and stay 1 back. Put a circle around that one, Notah. That is a gigantic par save. She drops 2 back with 2 to play.
Well, and what it also shows is great mental headspace. Hit a poor shot off of the tee, but was able to recover and still keep herself right in contention.
And we just watched here at the Forsyth 17th, Grace Carter off the tee, another fairway.
Oh, love that. A little bit of a modified finish. Take a little spin off of it, and that is a pro-level shot right there.
She has all the makings, really everything in the bag working beautifully this week. All right, here we are. Co-leader Kate Nakaoka at 16.
Yeah, the ball is in her court right now. It is hers to win if she can just go out there and make a couple pars and then take advantage of the very scoreable 18th.
Speaking of taking advantage, Iris Lee has taken advantage of everything here at Casati Pines.
Wow, did not leave anything in the bag there. What a shot. That's the best shot we have seen all day, Ryan.
So Iris will have a chance for eagle at the last, as she is just putting on a memorable performance. Back to the Foresight 17th with Krishni.
That'd be great to see these numbers here. You know, so many different angles of attack. These golf swings are like fingerprints. Everybody just has a slightly different version, but Foresight allows you to focus in on the relevant material and information that can actually make your game better. You can get 5 to 10 extra yards out of your driver. Boy, does it really make a difference in scoring.
All right, 16 to 18. Nakaoka for the outright lead at 16.
Saw that ball wobble right from the start, coming from the apron. That's what'll happen just from time to time, and not great speed and not great line. The end result is a tough par putt.
And I have to see what she can do there. 12 to 13. Kylie Chung at 3 under.
Yeah, this was just a little bit earlier. Not a great angle coming out of the primary rough. Oh, and just does a magnificent job of judging the carry.
And now back live.
Can stay real aggressive on this putt here.
That's exactly what she did, Notah. So pays it off with the birdie. Kylie goes to 4 under, playing with the great Grace Carter. And should we call her Amazing Grace this week? On her way to becoming a 2-time Junior Golf Hub NB3 winner. Not many people in the world can say that, Notah.
No, not at all. It's number one, it's tough to get back here under the qualifying system on a regular basis, and it's even harder to win. And what she's doing to win it multiple times just is tough to really say enough good things about.
Yeah, left that one hanging out there, but the lead is secure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. She could play the last hole with her putter and still win.
Now 16 to 18, very much up in the air. Bellendier for birdie.
Yes, with the 18th having some eagle chances available, if Bellendier can just make a birdie or two coming in these closing holes.
I think she would have, at the stage she's at, I think you have to just go for it, try to make a couple birdies and an eagle and win this thing. It'll kind of lag that one up there, but as you said, there still is some time.
There is time, but it's running out. I mean, with the 16th coming up, the 17th is obviously short, going to have a really short second in there. She has to birdie at least one of those two to have a realistic chance of tying the current lead
at 6 under par. Salome trying to get it to 3. She's in that same boat. I mean, this kind of has to go for Riley.
Yeah, and I love to see the fight. This would be a huge, huge step in the right direction for Salome. Her game has trended, and this is, the best finish that she will ever have on this stage in her junior career.
But leaves it short. And
huge putt right here, Ryan.
Yeah, so now Nakaoka, this is for par to stay tied for the lead. This absolutely massive.
Oh, that was pulled the whole way. That was a nervy stroke.
So that's why you like the clubhouse lead. So just like that, Kaylee Chung back into the solo lead, Notah.
Yes, and Nakaoka not finished. I mean, that was an aggressive par run that she made, and it ran at least 2.5 feet past the hole, so certainly can't sleep on this. This is not a foregone conclusion that she's going to make this putt.
And she does roll it in, so gives up the one shot, falls one back with 2 holes to play. Both gettable. We'll see what Nakaoka can do. here at Coshada.
You're dedicated, you're driven, but are you reaching your full potential? Introducing the Player Development Index, PDI, the revolutionary system that takes the guesswork out of improvement. Do you want help identifying your strengths and weaknesses and what you need to work on to unlock your true potential? PDI measures your physical and golf skills, along with your mental game, providing a personalized roadmap to success. With PDI, you'll gain valuable insights into your game, track your progress, and make data-driven practice plans to maximize your performance. Take control of your development journey, find a certified PDI coach, and get your personalized assessment today.
I really love the PDI assessment system. It's an objective way to look at all elements of your game. I've used it in my own personal development, as well as many of the top-tier college programs across the country, and it's a wonderful way to identify what you need to work on.
Krishni one back of Pastorik. And Krishni's missed tee shots left at both 16 and 17. She was able to save her par at 16. Let's see what happens at 17. Samoas for eagle.
It was coming from a little bit of a long range there, and still going to have quite a bit of work to do. I'll take a look at Herzberg coming from the taller rough there. Very close to the green. Huge tee shot. And that's what distance will do for you. Gives you a nice, easy, short pitch shot in, and she took advantage. Nicely done.
Yeah, really well done. Speaking of well done, a gorgeous look here at 18. Wilson Stencil in the background and Iris Lee. As you said, this thing's been over a while, but how about this second really realistic eagle putt here for Iris to cap it off?
Well, I think she really wants to make this. Just put the hammer down.
She did exactly that. Dominating fashion from Iris Lee. Just really incredible 3 days of golf, 66, 69, and then caps it with an eagle at 18, a 64. Dominating fashion, currently a 10-shot lead. But let's not forget what Bella Samoas has done. And she's dominated the rest of the field after Iris this for birdie at her last to get to 8 under.
A couple great performances from these young ladies. Samoa's putting on a great show this week. It just wasn't quite enough. Ran into a firestorm in Iris Lee, who just was firing on all cylinders.
All right, back now to 17. Elwyn. And that looked good a long way. So Krishni will save par at 16 and 17, but is now one back going to that 18th hole that, easiest hole in the golf course, Notah.
Yeah, you sort of, as a player, you figure you got that 18th in your hip pocket, but you certainly would like to get one more to at least be in a tie headed to that 18th tee.
Now Herzberg also for birdie. And that, too, is a par tap. So for Krishni Elwyn, the stage is set. Eagle to win, birdie to tie, par is second place. Great week here at Coshada for the 12 and 13s. Maya Young, Joanna Shin, Mackenzie Morris, a 68. Faith Hahn, a 72. Iris Lee, the win.
Iris, what a wonderful display of golf this week. You started the week with an eagle. You ended the tournament with an eagle. What clicked in for you?
I think just my confidence when it was a par 5 and when I just put it on one on to the green, I just knew I could make the putt, so that was really exciting.
Your age division, Iris, incredible talent, girls that have won world championships, national championships. To have such a dominating victory, what does that say about how you played this week?
I think it means a lot because everybody in my age group is really good, and and it just says how much I've worked hard for this. So.
Now, there is no substitute for hard work. Iris Lee, a champion. Grace Carter on her way to becoming a two-time champion.
I really love the approach that Iris Lee had on this hole, staying aggressive with a big lead. Grace Carter in the same fashion, just going after it and just playing aggressive. You know, very rarely do we get these chances as golfers when things just really go in your favor and you can produce a big outcome like this, and you've got to enjoy it.
Coming off bogey at 16. Nakaoka at the Foresight 17th, one down.
She likes it, so this will be a good chance to see what her numbers look like, because she picked that tee up real quickly, and yes, those are very good numbers. Pretty ideal right there with regard to launch and spin rate, which is maximizing her carry.
Now you take a look at what we've produced this year. 143 players in the field, 34 states, 5 different countries. And now the moment everyone's been waiting for, the best schedule we have ever produced at the Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship. Some of these golf courses are just as good as we've ever had. It is going to be our best year yet in 2025. Go to jgnc.org, register today. Some really fantastic courses that otherwise, Notah, you wouldn't get a chance to play.
Absolutely. One of the most important things to us is to host these events on the most quality courses that we can find, and we've had wonderful support from all of the names that you see in these places across the country, and in specific our Native American properties, which have been supportive and believe 100% in what we're trying to do for junior golf, but also the promotion of Native American youth in the sport.
Well, it won't be long before players are trying to qualify to get back to Coshada in 2025. Back out to the golf course in 18. That is Denise Ng. Quality shot, Notah.
It really is, especially with the rain starting to come down just a little bit harder. It's not so hard that it's a big issue on shots. It's just a little bit of a distraction. See if Nakaoka can step up here with a nice one. And good weight on that, just a little bit misdirection.
Got to make a putt. One back. Has to either birdie 17 or 18 to force a playoff with Kaylee Chung.
You can see Bellandier here doing a nice job. That is a good place to putt from. Good uphill look there.
And things are getting very tight in the 16 to 18.
This tournament is so important to us because it involves the youth. We're such youth advocates here at Coshada Tribe. We encourage education, the empowerment for youth to say and do things that they feel will contribute to this world. And of course, you know, golf is such an important sport in this world right now. And we're so happy to just share our golf course with everybody.
Well, the Coshada Tribe of Louisiana is remarkable in understanding the vision and the potential of this event and getting behind it from day one. And the fact that we're able to be here just tells us that we're doing a lot of things right, and they really believe in the concepts that have been created by this event.
We're so thankful to Notah. We're so ecstatic to see him doing the things that he does. It's so important to this world. It's so important to the youth to have a mentor to look up to. That's why we're so happy to share this golf course. We're so happy to share this property.
As Native American resort properties, we have some of the most beautiful, pristine golf courses in the world. And I think it's important for America to see them. And for us to be able to tell this story, serve a need in the junior golf space, but also prop up a community that is near and dear to my heart in Coshada Tribe, it's just a win-win right now.
And what the Coshada Tribe is doing for their own youth, nothing short of miraculous. So much invested back into their own community. This is Grace Carter at 18 for Eagle to cap off an incredible week, Notah.
We saw Iris Lee put an exclamation point on it. Can Grace do the same? No, comes up just a bit short, but what a wonderful week of golf, one that she will remember for the rest of her life.
And she will tap in for birdie with that comes a 7-shot win, and Grace Carter now a 2-time winner of the Junior Golf Hub Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship, presented by R1. 69, 66, 66. How's that for consistency?
Well, the similarities between Iris Lee and Grace Carter and their huge victories is all 3 rounds for both players were in the 60s, and they capped it off by playing their best round of the week in the final round.
All right, 16-18. Kate Nakaoka, this to once again tie the lead with Kaylee Chung.
This would be huge, and boy, it was right on line, Ryan. And now all the pressure is going to come down to, can she make a birdie or an eagle on the 18th?
Well, Krishni Elwin and now Kate Nakaoka are in the exact same boat. We've had 2 blowout wins, and we have 2 that have come down to the final hole, where a player has eagle to win, birdie to tie, par to lose, come in second place. Salome?
Standing right now in 4th. This would be huge for Riley, yes. And she knows it's big for her.
It tells you all you need to know. You see the fist pump on hole 17 in the final round when you don't have a chance to win, just what it means to get a top 5 here.
Well, a top 5, and every single one of these players, it's important for them to just play hard until the very last hole and do everything you can. I mean, that's the winning attitude. You never know when things are going to turn around, and that's also what coaches are looking for. Do players have the ability to stay focused and stay positive and play themselves out of trouble? We've seen a number of players this last couple days, really deal with some adverse circumstances and come out with great mental attitudes.
Yeah, certainly. Now, Ing for birdie.
Oh, the rain has kind of gone away. See if she can pay this off. Oh, beautifully done. Nice work there for Ing.
Yep. So good birdie at 17. She'll head to 18. And we will head to 18 as well with Anna Wu. Is to get it to 4 under. And a really nice hole for Anna Wu. In control. Wasn't her best day, but a great week. 4 under. A lot to be proud of for Anna Wu. A lot to be proud of making it to Kashada. Putting yourself in the field with the best of the best. It's a big deal. Krishni Elwin, she's been here before. Now she finds herself her 3rd shot at 18. So she lays up, needs birdie to force a playoff.
Yeah, competing under some tour level pressure here. And not going to be completely thrilled with that. Would love to have seen it about half that distance. Still a chance, but not making things easy on herself.
And back on the tee box, Nakaoka also 1 shot back. Eagle to win, birdie to tie.
I'll see how good the nerve is here. This is one of the widest fairways on the whole golf course. So should be able to find the fairway with a relatively average shot. She does, and it runs it right up close to the lake, so she will have a perfect lie off a slight uphill slope.
And take a look at that final leaderboard, 12-13. Sophia Lee, 66. Fang, 67. Some great numbers out there. Harlow Gregory, a 70. But everyone looking up at our 2-time winner, Grace Carter. Grace, congratulations. You won here 2 years ago. Last year came up empty, and now you win it again. 15 under, 7-shot win. How exciting is this victory?
It's really cool, and it's really exciting and a great honor to have both these trophies.
Back out to live action now at 18 with Madison Perez. So many of these players know to come to us from the Peggy Kirk Bell Golf Tour. Everything they do for girls golf is it's remarkable, and it's important in this country.
Yeah, as you see that ball nearly miss, and it is very important and critical in this country to keep encouraging these young ladies to pursue the game. The PKB Tour does a wonderful job of that. It's an all-girls tour which focuses solely on the needs of these young golfers as they pursue this game at a competitive level.
And big reason why we've gone to the all-girls final championship, and that partnership obviously continues to be cultivated. A wonderful week, Notah, for Madison Perez. She opened with that 67 round one, really put her mark on this tournament. 72 today, finishes up at 2 under.
Yeah, a lot of players, just finding their way through the competitive golf space, getting off to an early start and a quick start. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to finish high up, and you got to play well for the duration of the event.
Herzberg now for birdie to get it to 4 under.
Yeah, surprising long look here for her 4. With her length, you would have thought that she would easily have found this green in 2, and that is going to be a disappointing par to finish up her round.
But it does turn the stage over to Krishni Elwin. Elwin has battled all day, trying to track down the lead here of Pastorik. And now it comes down to 1 putt for Krishni.
Well, we talk about this. Coaches talk about it. Players understand it. It comes down to these moments, why we rep so many different putts for so long, so we can perform when it matters most.
It takes a special person to be able to knock this down. And she does just
she gets
that.
It to go. That is a huge confidence builder. I don't care that it was to just tie the lead. She is going to walk off that green knowing that she performed under the toughest pressure.
Look at the swagger. Knocks in a 20-plus footer to force a playoff, and we will head to the 19th hole in 14 to 15 to decide that division. Herzberg in with a par, 70, 73, 70 for Julia. A good week at 3 under par, but work not done for Krishni Elwin, who has to get ready for a playoff. So she will sign her card, and then we will all head to the 19th hole, where this whole thing will be decided here at Casati Pines. Meanwhile, back out on the golf course, Notah, Bellendier.
And this is well back, Ryan, so this is going to take everything in the bag to get this to cover that forced carry over the water. Oh, beautiful shot.
Great shot.
She hammered that right on line. Best of the day.
Could we be looking at 2 playoffs here to decide the Junior Golf Hub Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship? Certainly Nakaoka is hoping the answer to that is yes. This is Salome. She made birdie at 17, looking for a solid finish.
Coming from the left side of the fairway, you can see her much closer to the water, so much shorter second in. She's staring this down. She could like it, and for good reason. Right into the heart of the green. Nice eagle look for Salome.
And what Kate Nakaoka would not pay for that shot from Salome. Nakaoka, longest drive of the group, and arguably Notah the biggest shot of her entire life.
It really could be, but there is everything going in her favor. It's a slightly uphill lie. She's got shorter distance. The green is very wide and receptive. Just needs to get it somewhat on line and keep it dry.
Oh, and she has done just that and more. Nakaoka, a look for eagle to win outright.
Yeah, holding up nice under the pressure, Ryan.
Going to be an incredible finish here at Kashada. The Junior Golf Hub NB3 Girls Junior Golf National Championship is presented by R1 Companies, Real Estate Reimagined, in partnership with the Peggy Kirk Bell Golf Tour, Wilson Golf, Play Original, Junior Golf Hub for all things junior golf, and the Kashada Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. So, Notah, imagine right now Kate Nakaoka and everything that kind of going through her mind. This is to win the biggest championship of her life.
Well, the focus really has to be right up on the speed control, just staying calm, breathing, and trusting your line.
Oh,
my goodness,
Notah.
Ryan. That looks so good for so long. That should be good enough to get her some extra holes and still give her a chance to win this championship.
She may not even mark, and she won't.
Well,
so this for birdie, and we've got ourselves a tie at the top. 68 for Nakaoka, and that will send her to the 19th hole for a playoff with Kaylee Chung.
And that'll be interesting. It's a short hole. It's a par 3. So sometimes you can knock out your competitor by just a good tee shot.
Salome for eagle. Another a great effort.
Oh, she wanted that. That would, that's just how close these things are. If that goes down, she finishes at 5 under, 1 shot out of the playoffs. So these contestants know that every single shot matters. Every saved shot, up and down from a bunker, a good decision, not letting a bad series of holes lead into more bad holes. A lot goes into the competitive standards of these big tournaments.
Do we get one more eagle here at 18? Bellendier, and that slides by. So that 18th, Notah, certainly Casati Pines knows what they're doing with this course layup.
Well, it's a great finish, and like I said, it's a wonderful course to host this championship. We're able to challenge each age level at the appropriate set of required skills, and you're starting to see it. You see players that really get off to a great start. You saw Iris Lee and Grace Carter just race out to big leads and run away, but in the other 2 divisions, we're going to have close finishes.
Yeah, no doubt. Bellendier, maybe just a brief block of concentration there, and it is a par for Alicia. She'll finish at 3 under.
Yeah, that is a huge lapse in concentration. And I can't tell you, having walked off many, many rounds of golf shooting 1 over, having missed a short putt, you just, it doesn't affect your finish, so to speak, but it really bothers you that you shot over par.
And now Riley, a chance for solo third. And she converts. First round in the 60s for Riley. It's a 68 on the final day.
Oh, beautifully done. Playing her best golf like Nakaoka in that final round. And again, that is an attractive element to college coaches across the country. Can you play when it matters most?
54 holes, not enough. 2 playoffs at the 19th hole here at Coushatta.
The NB3 is different because you get to be in TV.
It really gives me like a pro experience. There's a lot of cameras and there's like ropes around the putting green, which I've never seen before.
There's like the big leaderboard over there with like all our names, so that was cool to see, and just all the sponsors.
I think the sponsors make it awesome. They're always engaging with the players. It's cool that it's not only focused on the golf tournament. Like, you don't get here, tee off, and then go home.
I love how there's lots of contests and prizes.
On a fun scale to 1 to 10, I would give this tournament an 11.
You just feel really special being here.
This is, I feel like, everybody's favorite tournament to come to.
Certainly a tour-level experience, and players love to be here. 2 age groups now in a playoff. Incredible stress and drama here at the 19th hole at Coushatta. We now, in the 14 to 15 division, have a couple putts for birdie to see if we're going to decide it here, Notah, or if we're going to play on. Krishni now, she made a long one at 18 to force the playoff, and bangs in another one.
A beautiful putt under pressure, and that's really what it takes. Is sometimes you just got to force the issue, and you want to go out and try and win these playoffs and not wait for your opponent to lose it.
All right, so now the pressure goes back to Pastoric, who actually has a shorter putt, but a lot more pressure, right, Notah?
Absolutely, and under these circumstances, with the fact that it doesn't really matter if she misses, she can take a little bit of breakout if she like, play a little bit firmer line, and just make sure that it gets to the hole.
When that sun goes down, it gets dark so quickly here in Louisiana. What a benefit to have lights on the 19th. And notice she knew it immediately. Krishni Elwin is your winner.
Yeah, that was not a great effort. Pulled it from the start. Not happy.
Elwin makes 2 long putts. 18 to force. 19 to win. Just incredible action here. Biggest win of her career, and hugs all the way around, Notah.
Absolutely. So fun to see this finish under the lights, and a big finish for Krishni.
So while that's going on, Kaylee Chung and Kate Nakaoka, they're flipping a coin to decide who's going to have the tee here on the 19th green. It is now officially nighttime, but we're not done. It's playoff time. Nakaoka to play first.
Yeah, beautiful birdie to finish to get herself into this playoff, and a beautiful shot there. Wonderful look for birdie.
Yeah, certainly putting the pressure now. Would you want to go first or second, Notah?
I always like going first in playoffs. I love to have the chance to put the pressure on my opponent with a great shot, and Nakaoka did just that.
And Kaylee Chung's been done for a long time, Notah.
Yeah, she had to go to the range and warm up again because she had finished with that big round of 65 about at least an hour earlier than those final groups. Let's see if she can carry that momentum from that final round into this hole. And my goodness,
did she ever?
What a golf swing. She's been on ice for an hour, gets a quick warm-up, and comes in and hits it stony.
So 2 close looks for birdie. It's a putting contest here in the playoffs. Junior Golf Hub, Notah Begay III, Junior Golf National Championship. Krishni Elwin, birdie at 18, birdie in the playoffs. She's a winner. Krishni, congratulations. You birdie 15 and then birdie 18 to get into a playoff and then win on the 3rd playoff hole. What an incredible back nine. How big is this victory for you?
I think it really boosts my confidence, and it shows that I can really persevere under pressure because my heart was pumping. Like, it was pumping when I tell you. But I think it also means that because this is such a big tournament, I'm one of the best of the best.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the toughest ways to win a national championship is in a playoff. What were your keys to handling the pressure?
Definitely taking deep breaths. I think, like I told you, my heart, I thought it was out here. But definitely taking deep breaths was the key thing that I had to make sure, because I tend to rush when I get into high pressure situations. So definitely slowing down and taking a deep breath was key.
Well, certainly this is as exciting a finish as we've ever had on the ladies' side. Nakaoka, you almost feel like she's got to make it, Notah.
I think she knows she has to knock this down, and that was right on line. It just ran out of speed. And that's what can happen when the sun goes down. There's a layer of moisture that develops on the tops of these greens that sometimes if you don't adjust for it, will slow the ball down just a touch. And we saw it sort of taking just enough speed off of that putt to keep it out of the hole.
Kaylee Chung started the day at 1 over par. She was not even a blip on anyone's radar. She makes this putt. She is our champion.
The largest comeback in the history of the event.
And she's done it all the way back and into the winner's circle.
That is a huge, huge win for Kaylee on a number of levels. Never feeling like she was out of it, never giving up, going out there, getting on a run, and making it happen all the way to the finish line.
Incredible. You take a look at our final leaderboard here, 16 to 18. Skylar Lee with a 69. Peyton Hagen a 68. Just great, great golf.
Kaylee, what a great performance. With your win, you become the first player from the country of Canada representing the province of British Columbia to win at the NB3 Junior Golf National Championship. What does that mean to you in your career?
I was really happy that I won, and I trained really hard, and I feel like this win is really important to me since I've never had a major win like this before, and I've always wanted to win this tournament, so I'm just happy for that.
And we got to give a special thanks to our partners here at Coushatta. Crystal Williams, acting chairman of the Coushatta Tribe, just been a wonderful host. Nate Tanner, director of food and beverage. Tim Jaquez, head pro, and Jordan Harrington, thanks for the great preparation of the course.
And tomorrow night, don't miss the best junior boys from right here at Coshada Casino Resort at the Junior Golf Hub NB3 Junior Golf National Championship presented by R1. 4 different division champions will be crowned right here at Casati Pines.
Notah, year number 5, it is tough to beat. Think about these scores in the final round, 64, 65, 66. It just keeps getting better at the all-girls final.
Well, close to 2,000 participants try and qualify this year, coming down to 150 of the most capable and talented golfers in America to showcase their talents here at the Casati Pines Golf Course, and boy, did they ever with some wonderful golf.
What does it say about overcoming the elements, overcoming the odds, a really tough weather week here, and still to produce these kind of champions?
Well, for collegiate coaches out there that are looking for new talent, this is the place that you can find it, really demonstrating some perseverance in the face of some very difficult conditions, but also coming here and demonstrating on the toughest conditions and under the biggest pressure they can perform.
So for the last time for Notah Begay, I'm Ryan Burr saying we will see you next year at the Junior Golf Hub, Notah Begay III Junior Golf National Championship presented by R1, and we'll see you at Coshada.
From the first day I stepped in, I knew I would heed the call. I was destined for glory, rise above and never fall. This is the moment I've waited for all of my life. I was born to win. I was born to win.